Hi, welcome everyone, and good evening, and welcome to another season of FM22. Like always, all right, this is going to be cool. Today we'll be starting series 7 of our short race series. And yeah, like always, not like always, but yeah, for the last couple of races at least. The qualifying, I've been going to races for qualifying this off, and directly the AI would decide your spot on the grid. It's been a bit of challenge. It's been a bit of up and down, and as you can see, this lobby is very fresh. As you can see, the guy at the top, whatever Robin Law or whatever magic he is, he just scored 26 points, which is basically what you score when you finish one race at first place. Okay. What the hell? He changed his team and all right. Yeah. So like I was saying, we this lobby has just been through a single race, and I can see that someone from PC who was, in my last lobby has joined this race and he's Nahas. Let's see his profile. Yeah, let's see his super license. This is totally scary. Yeah, oh, cool. This guy's from Hong Kong. Awesome. Chinese guy. And I'm an Indian. Cool. He's a PC player, as you can see. And we are ready for the race, but not someone is playing around. Alright. This, we can't even block this guy, damn it. I don't know. No one is ready to join for some reason. What are we waiting for? I have no idea. Jesus Christ, this guy is a pain in the ass. Okay, he'll start doing this again. Now I think because he's the one guy who is, who can. He's at the minimum number. Let's see. Okay. Now the rest of the people are coming around, so that's good. So yeah, like I was saying, we would not have a qualifying, and we would directly have a race, and that has not ended well for me, especially in those places where the simulation damage is set to reduced or standard or simulation, right? Simulation being the worst of them all, reduced being, you know, far getting stuck but not losing that much of a downforce, irreversible, but if you want to consider, then get your things standard, and again, reduce standard and simulation. All three of the simulation settings will involve you crashing into a side of a track, or bumping into a wall and losing your tires. That doesn't change. It's just that in standard and simulation, it's much more easier for you to scrape a wall and screw up your tires. Crap. Okay. I am. I believe I'm one, two, three, and fourth. I'm fourth. Wow. Okay. So I'll quickly have to go to the right and take a long turn to the left. So that's the one way I can avoid damage. But yeah, this can turn disastrous. I'm warning you beforehand. I can clearly see it. I can't stop and let others go by. One of them is gonna crash because we have a complete lobby of people. All right. Okay.
Okay, this is Mark. I need you to stop cutting the corners.
Yeah, I know.
If you keep it up, the stewards are going to give you a penalty.
So far so good.
Okay, clear.
Oh, I would have received a penalty right now. Let's see what's the speed difference between me and this guy. Let's not just get a penalty. Oh, wait a minute.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Okay, cool. So the nearest guy to me is 1.3 seconds ahead, and I need to. Ah, crap. That guy is. Oh, this is turning out to be a good one.
Okay, this is your final lap. Final lap of the race. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 44.0 seconds.
Oh, that's cool. He's not going to be happy about it. A productive race for everyone. Yeah, but I won't be the man of the match here. And Luke Morris, 19 is out of the session. He probably gets a DNF. Yep, he definitely is a DNF. And there are a whole lot of other people. So yeah, this is what happens when you have simulation damage or even a reduced damage like this race was. You crash into someone with enough speed and you're out. You're just simply out. No more race for you. So, considering all that, my Red Bull did a lot better today. I was able to keep my positions and actually improve on it. I was fourth when I started and I finished second into the podium. And I absolutely love the design of this car on FM26. My favorite, of course, is Mercedes, but this is my second favorite, I would say. Yeah. I might probably in second. I'll probably be in second or third place as far as my guess goes. I might even be fourth because this lobby was already down a race, so obviously there would be someone who got a second and he's not that far behind. So yeah, let me see where I actually am because I am in double digits and definitely more than 10 because I came second, right? And the first person gets 26. I don't know how they calculate all that. We'll get to see shortly once these two idiots, one PlayStation and one Xbox, they all become available in this lobby. Then we can move forward and get an idea about that. And do write down in the comments as to what your favorite kind of driving is, if you are into driving, that is. Um, I have a lot of favorites. Trust me. I started my racing career, I would say, with Need for Speed Most Wanted. That was way back when my PC used to be a Pentium 4 based PC. Oh wow! And this whole series has ended. I don't know. I'm seventh for some reason, but yeah, I'm 18. So solid. So yeah, started with Need for Speed Most Wanted. Ran on a what was that until I don't know. So yeah, it was pretty basic, right? And RAM was 4 GB. At that point, my cousin had a PC which was one generation earlier. It was even slower, and he had 2 GB of RAM. No, he had four, and I don't know. He had 2 GB, and I had 4 GB, right? So vastly powerful computer than his, and he was always jealous of that fact, right? And my father bought that for me, and when I was in school and when I went to college, it did help me a lot, and I kind of even made a career out of it. I was a big gamer back then. That's where it all started with the advent of that PC, and then later on, I went ahead and put a NVIDIA 9400 GT graphic card on that PC, and there was a stark difference, trust me. Um, I played NFS Most Wanted before I put that graphic card in, and I know how the game worked, right? You could clearly see that the cars had no reflection, no real-time lighting. They were all faded, gray, black, and white. No color differentiation, no fun, right? But the game ran because there were no shaders on the PC. It was very old, and the shaders were a new thing at that time. And yeah, I know the difference, it brought when I installed a new motherboard for that matter because I could pull out the processor and just plug it in into the new one, right? So I got myself a motherboard. and I got myself a motherboard which had a PCI Express slot, which is normally not available in the motherboards of those times. They had, I don't know, a VGA graphic or whatever it was, right? But not a PCI port. So I got both of these things done in a local computer shop, and voila, the games were much more beautiful and much more sharper than they were when this graphic card was not around. So yeah, that's how I got into HD gaming, and yeah, Need for Speed Most Wanted is the game with which my racing career started, and it moved on to further series like NFS Carbon and whatnot, and around 2004, and then I went into a job, and of course, that PC had no use. Pentium 4, yeah, I keep forgetting that name. It was Pentium 4, right? And then when I got into a job, and it was 2014, uh, when I got my first laptop, right? It was a Core i3 5th gen with 8 GB of RAM, AMD Radeon graphics, and it was something that was within my budget at that point, right? The shopkeeper did say we have i5 and i7 for you, but again, they're going to cost you a lot more than this, i3 will. And he also said that, if you want, you can put in an extra 8 GB of RAM right now and make it 16 because it has two 8 GB slots, right? If you don't really need it, it's 8 GB enough. He's like, yeah, it can, it can play all the games. And I was like, okay. And it did. It did play a lot of games that I threw at it, and obviously there were a couple. I had to actually go through the game list and the minimum specifications that the game requires for it to run smoothly. And I could see that a lot many games have come up later on which had a minimum requirement of an i5, and the recommended requirements were of an i7. I was like, yeah, there is no point downloading this because it's just not gonna run. It's gonna crash. So, in case of F1 series games, they pretty much run smoothly on my laptop. It was F1 2021 where I started seeing that when I run the highlights, it could chop like shit. And highlight is what is the most exciting thing about any race in F1. You know, you have different camera angles. Sorry about that background noise. So yeah, you had different camera angles and whatnot, and it was not capturing the gameplay as I would like it to. So I moved to PlayStation, and here we are. So let's start with the race, and let's see where we end up, or if we don't. Oh, wow, this is exciting. Cool.
now enabled. DRS enabled. Green flag.
What the fuck is he doing? He's screwing up my race, motherfucker.
Okay, this is your final lap. Final lap of the race. Gap to your teammate behind is 29.3 seconds.
I don't want a DNF, man. I'm more than happy.
Nice move. Good job. Okay, clear.
Yeah. Fuck every single one of you, motherfuckers. Fuck you, Log Rocks. Ah, the mic doesn't work. We are such losers in lobbies who just don't want you to get past them. Bunch of jerks. I was about to bump him right out even if it meant for me to be a to get a DNF. But yeah, I didn't have to think of it and just pass right through him. Oh boy, that was unexpected. I was expecting a DNF on that point. Now I'm first in the Drivers' Championship. Oh yeah. I don't give a shit if that is. Let's see myself in all my glory in my Red Bull suits. Oh, I look handsome. Oh yeah. Okay, moving on. So yeah, a pretty good race for us. There is that idiot, 1-7. Ah, come on. He was not much faster than me overall because he didn't let me to be faster. I was pulling out a really good, you know, lap time and he screwed it all up, all willingly. And he just made it a point not to let me get through. Yep, and he has left the session. Good riddance. Bunch of jerks. Mm, wow, this is gonna be much more fun now. I've always wanted to race at Australia, not because it's one of my favorites. It's because it's kind of a track where I've always excelled. I've had really low number of DNFs, to be honest. But yeah, we cannot guarantee anything in F1, so I might even have a DNF on this particular race. So no one knows that, and I hope I start at the back, not necessarily at the front, because in any race where you're at the front of the grid, a lot many people are going to attack you from behind, as compared to when you are behind and there is no one to attack you from behind, and you can attack someone. And that's the way I would love things to go, but God knows that where the AI is going to put me. And again, we have a full lobby here, whole 22 races in a single race. It's going to be a carnage. The track has been redefined to a lot of extent in certain parts. They have made this much more sweepy. Ah shit, we are right bang in the middle of everyone. Okay, cool. So I'll probably be 8th, 9th, or 10th by the looks of it. But there are 22 vehicles, so a lot of people behind me. This is gonna get messy. Let's see. Yep. All right. And now I don't have a front wing. God damn. That could easily be a DNF. Yep.
Yellow flag.
I will not risk without.
That start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you.
I don't know.
That was a fantastic stop,
I don't
faster
know.
than we were expecting.
I don't have a front wing, yaar. What the fuck have you done, motherfuckers? Okay, okay, let's take this on the chin.
Green flag. Okay, DRS is now available. Yellow flag. Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done.
Like, kiss my ass, motherfucker. At this point, I don't even care if I get a DNS. That strategy just fucked it all up, motherfucker.
Okay, clear. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 6.0 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Caution, caution.
got 2 points from this very bad man. All due to that fucked up strategy. Jesus Christ. So, I don't know. Completely messed up. Completely. Yeah, not much of a gain, is it? Alright, let's wait for Sentinel 1 and Deadly Cyrox, whatever, to come online, and then we can move on to the next one. Let's see what we have in our table today. So far, it has been a big up and down. I was first in my first phase, and I was ninth in my second. Let's see where I am in my third. And hopefully, I'm at the back of the grid and I avoid all this shit. So there are 3 practice steps, but there is a career mode in which you can race through the whole calendar. Are you serious? I just had a race in Brazil, man. I just hope that it's not at the front. Brazil is one of those crazy ass circuits. Trust me. Alright, here we go. So Brazil, a few fun facts about this track, guys. Brazil is where in 2021 we had an awesome title fight between Lewis and Max Verstappen, and Lewis eventually through the whole weekend, right? He was then penalized. His wing had a legal issue of sorts, which didn't for there's a gap between the upper wing flap and the fixed lower wing, which is 83 or something like shit, man. Fuck, man. Even the game doesn't want that I finish anywhere in the top 3. So just put me on the front, motherfuckers. Let's see. Oh my god, this is going to be crazy.
You've been given a time penalty.
Yep, I'm ready to take that. Fuck off, motherfucker. You all can kiss my ass.
Now use DRS. DRS now available.
Absolutely pushing this car, bro.
Green flag.
That guy is actually fast.
Okay, this is your final lap. Final lap of the race.
Ho, ho, ho. I don't know who I was racing. I think you're right. Okay, I thought the guy in front is the first guy, but the guy behind me was the first. Damn, I could have let him through had I known that. So, all in all, a pretty good race. I I started first but came second, but that's all right. I know that there are faster players in the track. This guy who got first is a PlayStation player himself, so can't really complain on this. Have to take that on the chin that I didn't get the first one. Yeah, but it was a good race. Went well, I would say. There's one guy who got a DNF, so that's healthy. I love this helicopter view. It really tells you the kind of turns they have. Very sweeping and very narrow. Of course, I'm not the man of the match here. Yeah, again, I go to the second place. Right, off with the crap. And I hope you like this live streaming. And I hope that if you like this, I can get a subscribe. That would really help. And until the next race series, I'll see you all. Cheers.